All right, good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday to you. It's more like my Sunday because I do have to work tomorrow. But here we are talking about Star Wars. I love it. I love it, guys. So many of you already in the chat, and I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you, Robin, Dawn, Dr. Knut, all of you. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much for being in. It does seem like we have a lurker in the audience. So go ahead and say hi. Let's see. Let's see what you're up to. So yeah, I know you were waiting for me, Robin. I'm here. Yeah, I need to. Man, I need to trim this thing up. It's getting a little bushy. Hey, good to see you, Mando, with a plan. Yeah, so had a better week this week, so I won't be as grumpy on this live stream. I know last week was a bit annoying on my part. I was a little on the grumpy side, but I got through it. I appreciate you guys letting me vent. That was nice. But what's got my goat this week is all these rumors about the Book of Boba Fett coming out, and I think I tracked them down to the source. Everybody's reporting on them as fact, and it's not. Nothing's fact until you actually look at it, until you see it on screen, and then it's fact. I mean, there were so many rumors. Every time a new Skywalker saga movie would come out, there were rumors. I remember back when Attack of the Clones came out, there was a fake trailer going around showing all these Mandalorians like battling like Stormtrooper and Jedi's. And right, I was like, that doesn't look right. Stormtroopers wouldn't have been around at this time. So yeah, and everybody believed it. Everybody thought it was going to be about Mandalorians, and it was just, it wasn't. And we all knew it wasn't going to be. Attack of the Clones was nothing about Mandalorians other than Jango Fett. Yeah, I heard that too. I'll get to that in just a minute, Mando. Yeah, I think I tracked down all these rumor sources, and I mean, it's no surprise that who started it, really. Um, it's kind of crazy that this anybody even believes this website anymore. They're only right about maybe 1% of the time, maybe, and that they're only right because the material already came out and they report it. So it's not like they speculated anything or had inside sources. God, I hate that word. I hate inside sources. That drives me insane. I don't have inside sources. I do theories, and I call them theories, and I don't say they're going to happen because inside sources say so. No, I'm not trying to make myself sound credible like that. All right, so I'll go ahead and get into the meat of it. The website I found, and I'm going to read the headline directly from this website, and you guys can guess who it is, or I can tell you whichever. Boba Fett will reportedly receive a new look during the Book of Boba Fett. Sounds legitimate enough. Sounds fun. And I mean, sorry, I'm just reading Mando's comment there. Yeah, a lot of people do like to screw Boba Fett over. A lot of people don't like Boba Fett. They think he's a useless character, but they forget there was so much Legends material on him, making him not useless, that the people that don't like him are generally people who only watch the movies. And that's that. All right, so I'll go read that headline one more time. Boba Fett will reportedly receive a new look during the Book of Boba Fett. Anybody want to guess who that headline is for? No cheating. No Googling it. Anybody want to say who did that headline? Well, Dr. You're allowed to have inside sources for that. So, since nobody's guessing, that headline came out on September 2nd, and it was from none other than We Got This Covered. Yeah, I mean, I usually don't like talking bad about bloggers and stuff like that, but these guys have just, oh my God, they're the doomwiener of internet crap. No, it wasn't Star Wars Net this time. There's another one from Cinema Blend, who I also don't believe in, but they're usually right about 20% of the time rather than just 1% of the time. So yeah, it's those good people at We Got This Covered. I mean, a lot of Facebook groups won't even allow you to post a link from We Got This Covered because they're such trash. They're the tabloids of the internet and Star Wars. So yeah, you there are some that I trust to get things right. Like Ward Lafferty, he sends me links and stuff, and usually these folks are pretty good about what they send out. And it's LRM, Latino Review Online. I forget what it stands for. Hang on, I'll Google that as well. Who is LRM? Latino Review LLC. Latino Review M Online. Okay, I was right. Cool. They do a lot of good stuff. They actually have inside sources, and they have been right. I'd say probably at least 80% of the time. They do have their missteps, but sometimes misinformation gets out there just to misdirect us and make us think one thing's going to happen, just to pull our attention away from what's actually going to happen. Hey, congratulations, DR. That's awesome. I am kind of on the hunt to expose people because I get kind of tired of people believing them, and the poor people. It's not their fault. It's these hounds feeding on the masses that don't have time to review things and look things up for themselves, and they rely on these fake news sources and don't really realize how fake they actually are. Not that I want to take them down or anything like that. I'm just putting the word out there. Be careful of what you read. Don't believe everything that you hear. And me, myself, I don't really go looking for these rumors or anything. They just pop up on my feed on Facebook or whatever. And I get upset that it does it, but whatever. Yeah, they could, Robin. I do believe that as well. I believe they also send out these leaks as misguidance as well. And a lot of companies, or a lot of people don't fall for it. A lot of these bloggers, videographers, all this stuff, if that's a word, videographers, whatever, I don't care. They don't usually fall for it, but We Got This Covered seems to fall for it every time. They're like, oh yeah, let's run with it, and then they look stupid, and then they have to reveal their source as Doom Wiener or that one girl who I keep forgetting her name. Yeah, I don't believe them either, Knut. I think they're funny. Like this whole Boba Fett thing coming out, like they're gonna really leak the plot of the show 3 months before it comes out. They're not. They're not going to leak the plot. They haven't even released the trailer yet. So, I mean, we didn't understand what the plot for The Mandalorian was until we saw it on screen. Good Lord, y'all need to tell me that this beard is just horrible. It's big. It's like, bleh, I look like a mountain man. I should be carrying an axe. All right, let me go to some of your comments. All right, DR, I'm not going to read that one. Everybody can read that one for themselves. Hey, Boba Fett, the best bounty hunter. Good to see you. Yeah, absolutely, Don. Like what was it during the Last Jedi? While they were filming that, Mike Zero, to name another YouTuber, I usually don't do that, but he was coming up with all these things, saying his insiders say this, his insiders say that, and is going to happen and everything. And then while they're filming it, Ryan Johnson was going, zeroed it every time they'd miss like a basketball shot to the garbage can or something. I thought that was pretty funny. I mean, say what you want about Ryan Johnson. He does understand how to play this game against the people. Grace Randolph, that's the other one. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. Yes, horrible misinformation from that lady. I think she and that Doom Wiener guy hang out together or something. I don't know Rebecca Barton. Yeah, so I mean, today is a little bit of a depressing day. I just got reminded of it through a text. I was trying to forget about it, but it's the anniversary of my grandmother passing away, which was this day last year. That was a really rough time for our family. She was my last grandparent. She helped raise us, my sister and myself, and she was just a big influence on us. So, just a shout out to her. Miss you, Granny. Um, yeah, so let's get off the depressing stuff. I will go visit her grave later. Um, yeah, but I think that was the season 2 trailer, wasn't it? The first time we see Mando, it was all about that first Cantina fight. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Mike Zero either. I can't. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up, see how many subscribers he's got now. He's. I mean, congratulations to him for doing what he does. It's it's whatever. I'm just not into that type of YouTubery. Yeah, I keep making up words. 285,000 subscribers, 7.2 thousand videos. Well, good for him. Dave Filoni just confirmed Star Wars leak. This will shock fans. I love looking at his titles and stuff. I'm sorry, I have a little bit of indigestion. Lucasfilm reveals awful news of Gina Carano. Jon Favreau confirms Star Wars leak. This is insane. Lucasfilm just changed Star Wars forever. It all seems like clickbait. It all seems clickbaity to me. Sorry. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be messing with other people's YouTube channels. I don't want to seem like I'm bitter or anything. I'm not. I just don't like his channel. I think it's a little overrated. His misinformation, and you got all these lackeys on his comments going, "We love you. You're so awesome. You're so awesome. You're so awesome." But you never see the same lackeys saying it over and over. So I think they cycle through subscribers somehow. Anyways, how you guys been? It's been a good week. Yeah, been a really good week. At work, not as much. I'm tired, but it works. Good job, DR. I felt honored that, honestly, the bad interaction I had with Star Wars Theory, it wasn't even bad. It was just more, you shut up, no, you shut up, that type of thing. I was like, oh, Star Wars Theory commented on my comment. Neat. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Robin. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, DR. That happens. My kids went back to school too, but they went back a couple weeks ago. Yeah, so it's been a little bit. One's a freshman, one's a senior. And all my kids will be grown up once I get out of school. Man, this beard's horrible. How are you guys even standing looking at me? I wish I could figure another way to put something else up on this screen. I'm not real proficient with the whole Streamlabs thing. It's it's cool. I like it. I like the program and everything. I just don't understand how to change things. Let me see. I'm gonna look at stuff. You guys are gonna have to bear with me. I'm just in a creative mood today. I feel like messing stuff up. No, that's not it. Where do I find this? Firefox, editor, dashboard. I know I saw something before where I could show my computer screen, manipulate stuff. I don't know how to manipulate stuff, Don. Oh, good one, Robin. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, dude. It's just nuts the way. And I've been told that my titles are clickbait and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, really? Um, how so? I'm like, because my titles generally say what my video is about. Yeah, I don't put the entire dialogue in the title because you're only allowed 100 characters. Sorry, I don't put everything in the title so you don't have to watch the video. That's just simple to me, I guess. Give me just a second. My son keeps texting me if I'm gonna go. All right. There we go. Sorry, guys. Yeah, my older son's just trying to get me to go visit my grandmother's grave with them at noon, and I might do that. I do have some other work I want to do around here, such as hang this bad boy up on my wall somewhere if I can find space for it. Oh, yeah. Force is strong with this one. My sister brought this to me the other night as a birthday gift. She knows I love my nerdery down here and how I like to decorate it, so she got me a decoration for it. And yes, she calls it my nerdery or my nerd room or my dork room, any of that. But she's just jealous because she lives in my aunt's basement. Yeah, so back to these rumors and everything. I wouldn't put too much stock in them right now. Put them in the back of your mind. They could be true. They probably aren't. So I wouldn't really pay much attention to them. Yeah, yeah, DR. Absolutely. If people give me good ideas, I'll use them and then I'll give them credit for it. Like my next video about the assassin droids and sentinel droids and bounty hunting droids. The IG series, really. Um, that wasn't my idea. That was an idea I was given. Hang on, let me see if I can find the video, and I will give the credit to where credit is due on that one. No. Give me a second. Sorry. Maybe it was on this video. Sorry, guys. I appreciate your patience. Nope. Mando with a Plan does want me to finish the Jodo cast stuff, and I will do that. I promise. I just ran into a wall with it the last time I tried to work on it. I don't want to give you a subpar video. I really want it to be good. Let's see if I can find that video. It was one of my short videos. It wasn't the one where I was pretty well buzzed. Oh yeah, Don. Absolutely. Um, Absolutely. I'd love to revisit that whole idea. I think I did it one time. What is that? Oh, thank you, Allison. I appreciate that. How are you doing? Good to see you. Let's see. Uh, Boba Fett, the best bounty hunter, wants to see a video of me doing what if, and I would love to do that. Um, I would do the what if video. And Laura A, I believe she's sleeping. She lives in Australia. She and I have had pretty much communication. We just chat and stuff about Star Wars. She wants to see the aliens of Star Wars or even the droids of Star Wars. So I started with the droids. I went on with started with the assassin droids the IG series because they do directly tie into bounty hunting, and bounty hunting is something I'm into because of Boba Fett and Mando. So there. Yeah, absolutely, Knut. You can't believe the rumors. They're just they're just that. They're just rumors. I mean, if I have one complaint that I will give about the Rise of Skywalker, it's this. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like it at all, but uh, the one complaint I do have is that when it was being filmed and written and everything, J.J. Abrams said this is going to be the war to end all wars. Kind of like World War One was in our own history, supposed to be the war to end all wars. But this war between the First Order, the Sith Eternal, or whatever, and the Resistance was supposed to be the one to end all wars. The war to me was just a little lackluster. It just didn't have that ending all wars feel to it. Sure, it took out the entire Sith fleet and the Emperor and all that stuff, but did it really end all wars? I mean, does anybody else get the feeling the Emperor could come back? I mean, he came back before, so, I mean, this could just be ever going. Hey, Cooper Cherney, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Anyways, so that's the rumor thing that I don't like. I don't like when they say stuff like that, and then you just get this feeling like it's not over. So, yeah, all these Boba Fett predictions coming out and stuff. I have my own predictions, but I do call them that. I call them theories, predictions. I don't call them expectations because I don't feel subverted when my expectations don't come true or my theories or my speculations. I'm like, all right, cool. You guys made it where I could not predict what's going to happen. Makes it unpredictable and it makes it a better story. I think that's a lot of what people don't like about The Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi is that it was unpredictable. Theories were just wrong like crazy. But during The Force Awakens, right after that, people had theories that Rey was a Skywalker or a Palpatine. And everybody's like, yeah, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool if she's a Palpatine. And these were theories. Yeah, it'd be so cool if she's a Palpatine. Then she turns out to be a Palpatine, and everybody's like, man, that's stupid. I mean, what? Why is she a Palpatine? And I just thought, ugh, you guys, you either want it or you don't. So you can't make everybody happy all the time. So quit putting out rumors and saying they're fact. It's the way it goes. All right, sorry. I got on a tangent there. I think we'll see a flashback of Daniel Logan in Bad Batch time in Book of Boba. Yeah, possibly, DR. And I also wonder if Daniel Logan's going to be in the suit for Boba Fett during the time of the flashbacks as well. Maybe that's what you're talking about. As young version of himself as a clone? Possibly. He came back in Legends. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, Dawn, absolutely. He cannot end up with Bo Karen. I'd rather see him with Casca Reeves than Bo Karen. Botox Karen, as Robin calls her. Yeah, absolutely. That's horrible stuff, Bo Karen. Sorry, it's not the Rona. Just a little something there. Is to learn why Boba took so long to get his armor. I already explained that, DR. Shoot. My fan fiction wasn't good enough for you? You want something official? All right. It'd just be Star. Yeah, or Dancing with the Star Wars. That should be a meme. There you go, DR. Dancing with the Star Wars. Wilhelm Scream. Yeah, that's one thing that upset me about The Last Jedi is that was the first movie without the Wilhelm Scream. Every Star Wars movie and series and everything has had the Wilhelm Scream at one point or another, but The Last Jedi didn't. Sounds like Allison's got a crush on Din Djarin. Oh, it sounds like a lot of people have a crush on Din Djarin. All right, cool. Cool. I won't reveal my crush. Yeah, I won't say it at all. Everybody's all about the Leia and the slave costume and everything. That's not my thing. It's not. If anything, I liked Leia in the Bausch bounty hunter costume. I thought that was pretty hot. Yeah, so a lot of rumors out there. Another rumor going around is I'm trying to figure out who started this one, and I'm not even sure if it's a rumor or if it has been confirmed or anything like that. Let me type it in real quick. And who pops up first? Esquire.com. They might be reliable. Tech Radar. At hashtag show. They might be okay. Games Radar. Dork Side of the Force. Yeah, so, sorry, I'm just reading off the websites that have all reported on this. I haven't because I don't care, whatever. That this is going to be the last season of The Mandalorian. And I could see that being the case because of the large plate that Pedro Pascal has filled with his scheduling. But at the same time, most of the time, he doesn't even need to be on set. He just needs to provide voice work, which he can do from home, and they can digitize it when they receive it. Yeah. All right, let's see. Sabine. Yeah, that's kind of robbing the cradle there, Dawn. She's a little too young for me. Yeah, I'd like to see Jodo cast in there. Um, yeah, true, Robin. I don't think he'll get tied down. I think he's going to become like a Jon Snow. I've been saying that since the beginning, where he's got the dark saber and he's got the power and all that to be the Mandalorian ruler, and he probably has backing of about a third of Mandalore at this point, as in Mandalorian people. I know Mandalore's gone, but I think he's going to hand it off to somebody, and it's not going to be Bo Karen. Either Bo Karen's going to fall in line with the new Mandalore, or she's just going to leave Mandalorian society. Wait, Sabine's 30 now? Huh. 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 I was thinking more Ursa Wren. Honestly, she's probably closer to my age. Yeah, so um, made a cardboard Jodo cast armor. That's awesome. I want to make some armor so bad, and I just haven't started it yet. I mean, I have a helmet that I could use as the basis for a. I don't know if I'm gonna do a Death Watch armor. I'd like to do a Boba Fett armor, but everybody's doing Boba Fett. I want to do something different just to try it out. That way, in case I mess it up, it's not as inaccurate as others. So either Jodocast or Jaster Muriel or even Tor Vesla or something like that. Yeah, this conversation's getting crazy. I don't mind though. Um, Going to bid for tuna for a job and see Boba. Brendan and Latif. I don't know who they are. Oh, you're talking about the people that play Din Djarin. Right, right. Um, what's his name? Brandon Wayne. He's John Wayne's grandson. Oh, Mando with the plane. You have to share a picture of that sometime. You could email it to me. My email's on my um, profile. If you want to email a picture to me, I can feature it in one of my videos. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing the either. I mean, I've got plenty of cardboard. Right? I order so much stuff from Amazon. It's almost an addiction that I've got enough cardboard to make probably 3 sets of armor. But I want to pick and choose what armor I make, and I'm still wondering how you do the curves in the chest, like the shoulder pieces being squared. I could probably get that pretty easily, but I'm still wondering how you do the curved pieces in the chest and the abdomen and around the legs. So I really need to search through that more. I've watched some YouTube videos on it briefly, but I need to go watch some more. Yeah, so, I mean, my Star Wars crush, who would it absolutely be? I do like Sabine, but I didn't like her in that way until you just said she was 30, so that's different. Um, well, let's see, what else? Who else? Leia in the Bausch outfit. That was pretty hot. Um, I'm just reading your comments. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that for now. We'll go with Ursa Wren and um, Leia in the Bausch outfit. I didn't like the slave outfit so much. It's not that I didn't like it. I just thought it was too over the top for Star Wars. It was too sexy. And then when I heard Carrie Fisher refused to wear undergarments under it, I was like, okay, that's kind of weird for Star Wars. But nobody also said anything about the pot leaves in the background in Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi. So, whatever. I know they were supposed to be palm leaves, but they look like pot leaves to me. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Use the boxes. Take care of the box, and the box will take care of you. Don't think of it as ordinary cardboard box. Show it with love. Don't be rough. Okay? All right. That's a good tip. I just need to figure out how to form it. I mean, how do you get curves in cardboard that has corrugation in it? That's just straight lines. But I do want to build an entire armor set and at least have it propped up in one of my corners here in my dork room. We're in the dungeon now. It did go a little south, didn't it, Robin? Yeah, mostly what I'm talking about is just rumors, keeping them as that. They're just rumors. Don't believe them yet. Until you see them on screen, don't believe a rumor. The Boba Fett armor change, I don't know where that rumor came from other than the one I found on We Got This Covered. Those people suck, so we know that. But, I mean, Boba Fett just changed his armor, so maybe they're way behind the times and not able to see, that, whoa, hang on, he just changed his armor already, so why is he going to change it again? I don't think he is, because we haven't got an action figure of the new armor yet. I don't think they're going to change the armor again until we get action figures of that new armor, at least for a year or two. We need the re-armored Boba Fett before they come out with the new armor. Unless they just add, like, a neck rocket or something, and that's how much armor is changing. Oh, gotcha, DR. But then how do you keep it stable? I mean, won't it straighten back out? I know there's some kind of epoxy or something you put over it and then sand it, and it's supposed to harden it up and make it durable. Absolutely, Mando with a plan. I just got used to the new look of Boba Fett. I love it. I love the re-armored look. I think because when I was younger, I was young, and Boba Fett looked young and looked sprightly, and his armor was cool as heck back then. And now I'm old, and I get an old Boba Fett, and I'm like, oh, old Boba Fett looks just as cool as young Boba Fett. I like both looks, but I really like the new look, and I want to see him kick ass in that outfit. Flex tape. Alrighty. Bondo? I've tried using Bondo before, Dawn, and it's so hard to work with. You only have a few seconds to get it on before it hardens. And then once you get it on and it hardens, you have to sand it for hours and hours. At least that's with other projects I do, or I've done. I used to do 1/6 scale model building, and it was all World War II stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, it was all German stuff. So I'd make like a SDKFC 251 or a 250, use Bondo and stuff like that to weather it and all that. And I mean, these vehicles were big. I was making big vehicles out of it that fit 12-inch figures, and I had a tank, a Hetzer tank. I was trying to work on building a Tiger tank, but that didn't go so well. But yeah, I used to use all kinds of modeling agents and stuff like that, trying to get different looks and consistencies. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess y'all didn't know that about me. I used to do 1/6 scale modeling. And then I sold it all because it got to be too much. It took up too much room. So I sold it all, bought a new guitar, amplifier, sound processor, all that stuff. Yes, I play guitar as well. Not so much anymore since all that got stolen. So, I'm back to square one. I'm just doing my YouTube thing and I'm loving it. Red duct tape. And draw some symbols. I'm definitely going to have to check this out. I'm going to, here as soon as I get some time, I'm going to start making some armor. I want to see how that goes. If anybody has any templates or anything for the armor, I'm sure I could find some online, but if you have better templates than what I'm seeing online, could you like send it to me, like stencils, email it to me? I would be forever grateful, and I will give you a shout out. I would appreciate it. Sorry, that sounded creepy as hell. My bad. Let's see who else we got here. The hard work is worth it. Trust me. Yeah, I'm sure it is. And I mean, I was looking at a bunch of Facebook groups. I think it was the Boba Fetish group. I love that group. They're all such crazy people. But they were talking about how much it costs to make one, and a full Boba Fett armor is like between $5,000 and $10,000. I don't have that kind of scratch laying around, so I know how to sew. I know how to make things. I know how to model. I know how to do all kinds of stuff. So I should be able to do it for, I don't know, $50. 50. Use it from memory. Does anyone remember that figure of Boba Fett where he wears those robes over his armor? Yeah, it was, that was from either Sideshow or Hot Toys. It was the, hang on a second. I was going to get that one too. Actually, let me look it up. I think they still have it on Amazon. One second. I'll find it. Hot Toys Boba Fett. Let's see here. Maybe they don't have it. I forget what it was called, but it was from Hot Toys or Sideshow Collectibles. Boba Fett. Sorry, I'm not a real fast typer here. Let's see. Alright, looks like I'm going to have to Google it. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. So give me just a second here. Images. And all they got is the new re-armored Boba Fett. have to pre-order one of those. I know it, because I'm a sucker. I love the merchandise. I want the merchandise. Where is it? Oh my gosh. Let's go back up to the top. Sorry guys, I know I'm wasting a lot of time with this, but now it's got me bugging and I need to figure it out. Oh wow, now Sideshow's got the Boba Fett re-armor with the new paint and the throne. That's pretty cool. Sideshow's also got him without the throne. Jesus, I'm gonna go broke. I'm gonna go crazy broke. Alright, let me do a search in here. You know what? Forget it. I'm not gonna look. You guys have probably already answered it by now anyway. Sabine Wren and Mythos. That was it. The Mythos Boba Fett. Yes. I love that one. I love the shawl or cape or whatever he's got wrapped around him. I thought about getting that one. They had it at my local comic book store at one time. But now I think the price of it's right around $700. And I can't afford $700 for a toy. Or a collectible, sorry, action figure. Not a dolly. In all honesty, I'd love, since I got this little bit of a dad bod here, I'd love to make the re-armored Boba Fett. I do have that helmet on pre-order, so I'd love to make that one for myself. I could look like, I love the style of the pants and everything. It's more of like an Aikido type outfit, which I studied Aikido for a few years. So it really works well with what I like. So I'd like to actually do the re-armored Boba Fett. Yeah, that action figure is really cool. And now I'm going to have to go on Sideshow and check out their Boba Fett's, because, I mean, I've stopped collecting the Black Series figures, the 6-inch ones. If they come out with any more 8-inch, I'm hoping they come out with a Boba Fett one. But I'm stopping the Black Series one just so I could save up and actually do the Hot Toys and Sideshow collectibles, because they're a lot more accurate. They're a lot more detailed. They're bigger. They look nicer sitting on a shelf. I love the Black Series figures, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I got a million of them in a cabinet over there, and you can't even really distinguish one from the other. Which one is that, Keith? Is that the Mythos Boba Fett? Is Boba Fett overrated? No, Boba Fett is not overrated. If anybody knows anything about the Legends Boba Fett, he was not overrated. Now, if all we had was the movies to go off of, yeah, he's a little overrated. The only thing we had was that he used disintegration at one time. All right, that's not enough to garner him being the best bounty hunter in the galaxy. But at that same time, before any Legends material came out, or expanded universe, as we call it, I liked Boba Fett anyway. And not because of he was a badass, but because he had the air of a badass, and because he looked like a badass. He was different than anything else in Star Wars, and he had a rocket. Come on, who doesn't love somebody with a rocket strapped to their back? Hey Keith, that's awesome. I may have to pre-order that one. I know they do like a layaway plan too, so you can make like 5 easy payments of $89.99 and get your figure. And yeah, Legends of Boba Fett is scary, but he became the best Mandalorian to ever live. He united the Mandalorians. He helped fight off the Yuzan Vong. And he was, I mean, he and Luke actually got along. So that was pretty neat. I think I saw that video, DR. Oh, My other video is going to premiere in 30 minutes. Hey, y'all, don't forget to check out that one. One of my viewers, Laura A., she asked me if I would do a aliens or droids video as they pertain to bounty hunting. So I did make a video about assassin droids, or the IG series. I keep calling them assassin droids. They weren't all assassins. The 86s were sentinels. The 88s were assassins. The 11s were bounty hunters, as far as we can tell. So I explained that a little more in there. And I also use, I do quote a lot of Wikipedia in there. And there's a reason for that. And I tell you ahead of time that I quote Wikipedia in it, because I'm not trying to plagiarize and pawn it off as my own work. Some of it's my own words, and about half of it's my own work. But I wanted to get the details correct. That's why I used the Wikipedia, and I put the links in the description below. So nobody says, oh, look at this guy, he's stealing other people's material and blah, 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 blah. Because there is a big YouTuber that does that, and I found that out, and I've actually caught him doing it. And I was like, it's not that I was gloating or happy. I didn't even mention it, say anything on their channel. I just left it alone. Do you, boo, and be you. That's all I can say. And yeah, so I do mention that it's Wikipedia that I get the information from and all that. Not because I didn't know anything about it, but because I wanted the details to be accurate. I didn't want to be called out for a gunmetal gray when it's really a steel gray or something like that. Because I do get called out for stuff when I mess up. Don't I, Robin? And I appreciate when I do. If I mess something up, please let me know, because it only stands to better my productivity and develop my channel a little bit more if I know a little bit more. And my details are a little fuzzy sometimes, and I just wing it, and I shouldn't. I should fact check, but yeah. Anyways, whew. Oh, man, you see my veins popping out here? I talked a little too much there. Thank you, DR. I really appreciate that. Yep, Mando with a plan. I'm with you. Yes, Don, absolutely. The way he talked to Darth Vader was another reason I liked him. A lot of people didn't see that as a problem, the way he talked to him. They didn't think that, so what? He said this to him. Who cares? Yeah, well, look at how admirals talked to him, and they were cowering around Darth Vader, and he still choked them out. He didn't care, except for Mahdi, I think his name was, on the first Death Star. He nobody cares about your sorcerer's ways, Lord Vader. Sorry, dude, you're out. Choked out, UFC style. No, the 86s were actually Sentinels, Knut. Sorry, I did go on Wikipedia and I confirmed all that, and I even put it in my next video. The 88s were the Assassins. IG-88B, the one that we all know, he just loved killing. He only took on bounty hunting because it afforded him to go killing, and that was on his own free will. Where the IG-11 series are primarily bounty hunters, that's what they're programmed for. Where IG-88 had more of a free will. He even killed his creators when he became self-aware. People were terrified of Vader, and complains of Vader, his opinion. Vader was like, "You'll still get paid by me." Yep. Yep. Yeah. I mean, when Boba Fett says he's no good to me dead, and Darth Vader tells him, he says, if anything happens to Solo, then you'll be compensated. Yeah. And I appreciate you saying I'm underrated, DR. I didn't know I was rated at all. So being underrated is even better than I thought. Somebody had posted a comment one time on one of my videos back, God, I want to say it was back in like January or February. They said, your channel is overrated. And I said, oh, wow, that's awesome. I didn't know I was rated at all. Thanks for the compliment. That's the kind of things I say to people when they try to get under my skin, and I just don't let it. It's whatever. I mean, people are going to complain. People are going to be the way they are. And that's all it is. Vader always hired Boba because Boba reminded him of Captain Rex. That could be true, too. Now, originally, when they made the original trilogy, Boba Fett was supposed to be Darth Vader's brother. His younger brother, I believe. But we know that's not the case anymore. Yeah, I thought that too, Robin, before I started looking them up on Wikipedia. And the different numbers do mean different designations for what they are. There were 5 IG-88 assassin droids made. They all became self-aware, killed their masters, and IG-88B was the leader of that, and that's the one we know from Empire Strikes Back. They killed their creators and masters, and then went off on a killing spree throughout the galaxy. The IG-86 units that came before during the Clone Wars were made as sentinel droids to protect rich people's properties, pirates, stuff like that. They were used as guards. They were still as deadly as the IG-88 and the IG-11 series, but they just had less self-awareness and more programming. DR, I wouldn't take any of that to heart. Oh, Keith, thank you. For the last 9 minutes, I do get a good topic to talk about. The War of the Bounty Hunters comics. Let me settle into this one and take a drink of my coffee here because I'm going to need that. The War of the Bounty Hunters comics, when they announced that back in, I want to say February or March, I was so excited because they billed it as a Boba Fett-centric comic that was revolved around Boba Fett and how it was traveling through him, seeing how he lost Han Solo, and then gets him back, and all this stuff, and what happened through between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi to Boba Fett and Han Solo. The first 2 issues, the Alpha 1 and the number 1, delivered that. Amazing stuff. I mean, even the preludes from the other comics delivered that. It was Boba Fett, it was Han Solo, it was these other characters, their point of view and all that stuff. But once the second issue, I believe it was, and the subsequent crossovers from the other ones hit, it started becoming less about Boba Fett and more about other characters like Kira, Deathstick. They had Dirge in there briefly in one of the Dr. Aphra comics, shot him out into space, and then that's it. No more Dirge. It's like, you could at least bring that guy back. You don't even explain what happened to him other than he got sent out in an airlock. I mean, he's a droid. He should have survived that easily. He's just not on their ship anymore. Anyways, so now with these latest issues, it seems like it's about Kira. And that's driving me insane because she's not that interesting to me. She's just not. I mean, the Boba Fett comic had maybe 2 pages with Boba Fett actually on it. Or the War of the Bounty Hunters comic actually had like 2 pages with Boba Fett on it. The Darth Vader tie-in had Darth Vader in the last 2 pages. Most of that comic was about Ochi. Dr. Aphra, they're sticking with her pretty good, but there is a lot of other stuff about Darth Vader in there that's in the Dr. Aphra. I get it. They're trying to tie all these stories in from different points of view, but they've been at this party for it seems like 3 months. How long is this party going to last? It needs to be over. Let's move on with the story. Let's figure out how Boba Fett's going to get it back and all this. I know I'm complaining. Yeah, sorry, Robin. But Dirge should not have died from just being sucked out of an airlock. Well, sorry, like the second time. Oh yeah, Mando with the Plan. That's an older comic, I believe. No, Kira is not interesting. I'm just like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Robin calling me out when I'm wrong. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate it. Gnat or something flying around my head. Kira just... Darth Vader just made her look stupid. She thought she was going to whoop up on Darth Vader like she did that other dude played by Paul Bettany. And Darth Vader's just like, you don't have the Force, young girl. Wow! And, he's Darth Vader about it. But then Darth Vader was being Darth Vader, and the story's not making sense to me because Darth Vader gave Han Solo to Boba Fett for Boba Fett to take to Jabba the Hutt, so Darth Vader could draw Luke Skywalker in. Well, Darth Vader failed at turning Luke Skywalker and didn't kill him or anything on Cloud City. And now he barges into this party and says, I'm taking Han Solo, he belongs to me. No, dude, this is out of character for Darth Vader. Darth Vader's not going to care. He's already tried the Han Solo route to get Luke Skywalker. It didn't work. It's not working this time again. Darth Vader's not stupid. He's Anakin Skywalker. He's not stupid. He's a good strategist and showed that time and time again. I don't understand why they're making him look like this idiot who's just going to keep taking Solo to try to draw Luke in. Didn't work this time. Is he going to go to Jabba's palace, try to steal Solo again, and say, now I'll draw Luke in? Yeah, I hope Kira dies. Another rumor is that she's going to be in the Book of Boba Fett, and God, I hope not. There are so many rumors about Book of Boba Fett, who the antagonist is going to be. Remember when that Hammerhead rumor was going around that he was going to be the antagonist? Now it's Kira or Cad Bane or I don't know, or Jabba's cousin Marty. I wish everybody just stopped with the rumors. Let's go off of what we have, and what we have is Kira's. I'm sorry for the language, but she's a shitty character. I liked her in Solo, but now I hope Han thaws out and stabs her in the neck with a number 2 pencil. Honestly, it's just horrible. No, nobody cares about Kira. Yeah, and that's all it is. She poked a bear with a stick with stealing Solo from Boba, and I'm hoping it's Boba Fett that actually stabs a number 2 pencil into her neck and on one side, and then Han Solo on the other. Like, hey, guy, I know we don't get along or anything, but this bitch here, doink. Now, I do hope Windu comes back. I do hope Mace Windu comes back, just for Boba Fett to close his arc of revenge against him. I know I made that fan fiction a while back. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but I made a fan fiction about Mace Windu and Boba Fett running into each other on Tatooine. Both of them there for the same thing, to try to figure out who this Luke Skywalker kid is. And running into each other at Jabba's palace. Jabba's palace. Yeah, so yeah, I made that fan fiction a while back, so y'all can check that out. The one-armed dude with the purple lightsaber, yeah. Yeah, Marty the Hutt. That's all I could think of, Knut. Sorry, man. All right, let's see. Yeah, they do. Like, Boba Fett shows up to get vengeance on him for doing something wrong to him, and they're like, oh God, it's Boba Fett. What happened? Well, you screwed him over. So, doink, number 2 pencil in the neck. I think he should have like a whole quiver full of number 2 pencils right here just to stab people in the neck. Yeah, Zero the Hutt. That guy was a joke. Yeah, I know I complain a lot about characters and stuff like that in Star Wars, but it's the ones that are way out of character for what they are that really get me. Like Sid. Sid's doesn't act like a Trandoshan one bit. Doesn't even talk like a Trandoshan. I know that probably sounds speciest to say, but come on, be you. Zero the Hutt sounded more like a Louisiana backwater Cajun than a Hutt. Book of Boba is confirmed for 8 episodes. Yeah, I said that a long time ago, but we'll see. That's all the Mandalorian has been, too. 2021 Hutt. Yeah, well, if you've read if DR, you haven't seen him, but the Book of Boba, or the War of the Bounty Hunters comics, there's one in there. I forget his name, but he's buff. He's a buff Hutt. He's got like a 90 pack going down his tail. He's got the pecs, and his biceps, and he's like squirming around like, yeah, Jabba's king, but man, I could whoop him. And I forget his name, like Gordita or something, or Chalupa the Hutt. I don't know, but yeah, he's a little out of character too. He's out of place. He's not out of character. He's just out of place. He's a younger Hutt than Jabba, so he's vying for power and trying to take Solo from him and all this. Yeah. Yeah, Stinky, or whatever that kid's name was, Jabba's son. Yep. Oh, looks like I'm running over on time. I do have some stuff I have to do today, including going to the cemetery. So, I will have to cut it off, guys. I'm sorry. Thank you for listening to my rants and ravings. It's really all in good fun. I'm not really meaning anything negative by it. I'm just having a good time. Yeah, so if you guys haven't subscribed, if any of you are on here that haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do that and turn on your notifications. Stay up to date on all my content. I will be briefly in the live chat for the Assassin Droid video that I made. So I'll see you guys in there, hopefully. And subscribe, like the video, share it. Let's get the word out there that Star Wars Fanatic is the best YouTube channel around. Not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just making jokes there. But thank you all for coming. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you